Hello, Point Pleasant, and happy Friday. Welcome to another episode of the Ocean Star Sports Show. I'm your host, sports reporter Dominic Polio. We had some inclement weather this past week, which made it difficult for me to get video, but I did manage to get two highlights for you guys for today's show. So we're going to kick things off with Point Borough softball, who opened their season against Manchester Township last Friday. Check out the highlight. The Point Borough softball team opened the season with a rainy loss to Manchester Township last Friday by a score of 13-5. The bats were lively in the first inning with the Hawks' leadoff hitter smacking a double to left field. Their first run was then scored off of a triple to the center field fence. And soon after, Manchester batted in another score. It was still early in the game, though, and Borough was able to close out the top of the inning only down 2. In the bottom of the first, Borough's Danielle Payton kicked things off with a long triple down the left field line as she made her way around the bases easy enough. After a walk, it was Melissa Alfonso that hit a fly ball that didn't make it past Manchester's left fielder, but it did score Payton. Borough's second run came on a shallow hit to left field. Maeve McKeon tagged up and slid safely into home as the Hawks catcher was unable to secure the softball. It was Borough's only 2 scores of the side, and we move into the second inning where Manchester took over from the batter's box. The Hawks hit ball after ball to score 6 runs and take an 8-2 lead. Jamie Morris secured the third out of the inning on a pop fly to second, ending Manchester's run. Borough could not answer with their turn at bat, but had a 1-2-3 inning to start the third. Then, with their turn in the box, Borough got 2 runners on base before Mary McKeon hit a single to shallow center that scored a Borough run. Then it was Olivia Youngman that hit a grounder to third, and Alfonso made a break for home. She moved fast enough to beat the throw and slid in under the catcher's mitt. Borough scored 1 more run on an overthrow from the catcher to the pitcher, and then loaded the bases with only 1 out put away. Unfortunately, a line drive to the first baseman turned into a Hawks double play, and they closed out the inning before further damage. Borough tried their best, but a few errors here and there proved troublesome on defense. The Panthers were unable to score any more runs, and Manchester added 5 more through the final 4 innings to take home the 8-run victory. A little bit of a rough start to the season for the Panthers, but I'm sure they will get back on track shortly. Now, I'm sure you guys have been waiting for this one. Make sure you take your umbrellas out because the drought is finally over. The Point Borough girls lacrosse team has won their first game since 2013, and I've got the video highlight for you. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the highlight. It was a long time coming and more than well-deserved as the Point Borough girls lacrosse team won their first game since 2013. In thrilling fashion, the Panthers beat out St. Rose on Tuesday in overtime by a final score of 7-6. But before we get to that game-winning goal, we'll start from the top, which saw the Purple Roses striking gold first with this scoop and score. But the early goal did not faze Borough's April Rivera, a freshman who tied the game up shortly after with a goal of her own. It was the first of many big plays from Borough's underclassmen, with the next goal coming off the stick of freshman Kira McNamara. She turns a nice pass from Allegra Drzymkowski into a low and difficult shot for the St. Rose goalie. The next goal came so quick the camera missed it, but it was senior Lauren Onembo that hit for the Panthers to take the 3-1 lead. The Purple Roses stuck to their game plan and scored shortly after on a pass, catch, and shoot from the middle. But again, Borough answered to maintain their 2-goal lead. Haley Hammerhand takes the hard angle in on the right side of cage and sneaks the ball past the goalie. The Purple Roses hung tough, though, and was able to cut the deficit back to 1 with this goal. Then it was McNamara with her second goal of the contest off a free position, wasting 0 time off the whistle. Great placement by the freshman on the shot to keep Borough ahead by 2. But you can't count out St. Rose, a team that knows how to stick around. Before the half, they scored 1 more from the middle and 1 more off a great save from Borough's Mary DiPietro in goal. At halftime, the 2 teams were knotted at 5. The second half saw strong defense from both teams and 19 minutes ticked away before another goal. St. Rose scored off a free position to take the 1-goal lead. The Panthers did not need too long to respond, and after a Purple Roses timeout, it was Robin Winchester who scooped up the ball off the draw and took it the distance. She weaves her way between defenders before connecting top shelf for the game-tying goal. The score would remain the same, tied up at 6, thanks to strong saves from both goalies between the pipes down the stretch. Overtime would settle the score with the first goal taking the victory. With an aggressive play from McNamara, the referee called a foul on a St. Rose defender, awarding Borough the free position start. Watch for yourself how the game played out. Point Borough Girls Lacrosse beat St. Rose 7-6 for the win. I mean, what more is there to say? So much hard work, so much practice, so much loss has been put in for the Point Borough Girls Lacrosse team to finally reach this point. It was a long time coming, well overdue, and you guys were very, very deserving of that win. It was awesome to watch it. It was awesome to see the reactions on your faces, and it was even more exciting to see the reactions from your parents that have sat by time and time again and watched that game end in a loss. But this time it was a win, and I hope you guys cherish that for as long as you possibly can, and I look forward to the next one. Those are the only 2 highlights I have for you today. Hopefully this upcoming week we'll see less inclement weather, and we'll get some more video for you. In the meantime, make sure you pick up your copy of today's Ocean Star newspaper. That's April 8th, 2016. There's a lot of other sports that kicked off their seasons, and they're all in the newspaper in the sports section. So give it a good read. Once again, you can follow me on Twitter at DomPolio. That's at DOMPOLLIO. And I'd love to thank you guys for stopping by and checking out the show. Again, congratulations, Point Borough Girls Lacrosse team. So excited for that win. And you guys, again, really deserved it. That being said, I will see you guys next week for another episode of the Ocean Star Sports Show. Reporting for Star News Group, I'm Dominic Polio, wishing you a happy weekend.